Hi!
Hallo!
Wohin gehst du so glücklich?
Ich gehe ins Fitnessstudio.
Cool!
Kommst du mit? Lass uns ein bisschen Sport machen.
Hört sich gut an.
Ja, kommt.
Let's go!
Let's do it. Ich würde gerne viel öfter Sport machen, aber ich habe nicht die Zeit. Deswegen fahre ich Rad. Jeden Tag. Ist gut. Hallo zusammen and welcome to lesson 21 in the 30 part series German in 30 days. Based on the intro to today's video, you probably have guessed already the theme today. It's all about sport, so sports, working out, going to the gym, moving your body in any way, shape or form to keep fit. Grammatically speaking, we've got 2 points on today's agenda. So first point is word formation, so we are gonna be forming new words, more precisely new nouns. So we're gonna be deriving new nouns from verbs, also from adjectives, okay, which is super helpful. And secondly, probably most important for today is the subjunctive mood, which I love secretly. I just love breaking down English sentences, especially to, identify, examine, get to the bottom of this phenomenon, because it's not easy, at least to me, the subjunctive mood in English. I actually have a video about The Great Gatsby, and to my knowledge, I think the subjunctive mood is used so often over there. So if you're interested what I mean by the subjunctive mood, head to that video, check it out. I also have a short video on my Instagram, like social media, called The Subjunctive Mood, okay, based on The Great Gatsby, by the way. So in German, this is the Konjunktiv 2, and you wouldn't believe me if I told you how frequently used it is in German, like in comparison to der Konjunktiv 1, which is merely used for reporting indirect speech, especially also in news reports, okay, and in literature like fiction and so on. And so der Konjunktiv 2 is a must for every German learner. So without further ado, let's get into it. Sport ist gesund. Listen out for all the instances of the subjunctive mood, der Konjunktiv 2, by means of würden plus infinitive. This text is full of those. Okay. Yuki und ihre Freundinnen möchten Sport treiben. Sie überlegen, für welche Sportart sie sich entscheiden sollen. Yuki: Ich würde am liebsten Fitnessgymnastik machen. Da kann ich mich richtig bewegen und ich kann andere Leute kennenlernen. Maria: Ich würde lieber schwimmen und anschließend in die Sauna gehen. Ist das keine gute Idee? Beatrice: Ich mache lieber Sport an der frischen Luft. Lasst uns doch Bergsteigen. Yuki: Beim Bergsteigen sind wir an der frischen Luft und treiben gleichzeitig Sport. Und nach dem Bergsteigen können wir noch in ein Schwimmbad oder in eine Sauna gehen. Maria: Und was machen wir, wenn es regnet? Wir haben doch alle Regenmäntel. Also ich mache euch einen Vorschlag. Wir probieren das Bergsteigen einfach mal aus. Wenn wir Spaß am Bergsteigen haben, machen wir weiter. Wenn nicht, suchen wir uns eine andere Sportart aus. Ja, das ist ein guter Vorschlag. Wann treffen wir uns? Gleich übermorgen, am Sonntag um 6 Uhr am Bahnhof. Der Zug nach Mittenwald fährt um 10 nach 6 Uhr. Ich habe mich erkundigt. Ist das nicht ein bisschen früh? Überhaupt nicht. Morgenstund hat Gold im Mund. Vergesst die Regenmäntel nicht. We have talked about word formation patterns in German already. We have examined more closely one option, how we can form new nouns by means of verbs plus the ending ung, right? Who remembers? I hope it does ring a bell. So for example, the verb reinigen plus the ending ung, we've got die Reinigung. Why die? Because any German noun that ends in this ending ung is by definition or automatically, grammatically speaking, a feminine word, and it's got to have the definite article die in front of it, okay, which indicates its belonging to this, gender, grammatical gender. Or heilen plus ung is die Heilung, the healing. Wohnen plus ung is die Wohnung, the flat, okay? These word formation patterns pales in comparison to what we're going to be doing today. Because what we're going to be doing today is like super easily done, like beyond any comparison, okay? It's just mind-blowing. Because today we're going to be forming nouns from verbs, like so to begin with. And to form your nouns from verbs, what you do is you capitalize the verb and you put the definite article das in front of it. Done. Example, schwimmen, das Schwimmen, schwimmen capitalized, new noun. Okay, so schwimmen, lower letter case, lowercase letters, so not capitalized is a verb, das Schwimmen capitalized is a noun. Essen is a verb, das Essen, noun. Abräumen is a verb, das Abräumen, das Lernen, das Arbeiten, das Herrichten, anything, the list goes on and on and on. Secondly, we can form nouns from adjectives. Yeah, you must have heard already, or you might have heard the phrase alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Has it ever crossed your mind why Gute is capitalized here? Gute is an adjective, isn't it? Not in this case. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Gute is a noun, which is derived or was derived from the adjective gut, okay? But what's happened? We have capitalized gut and we have added an e at the end, okay? Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Yeah? Wishing you all the best for your birthday. Or another example is das Neue am ICE ist das Abteil für Mutter und Kind. Okay? Das Neue, right? So the adjective is actually neu, but you capitalize neu, you put the e at the end and you've got a beautiful noun. Das Neue. Isn't it convenient? Thirdly, we can form new nouns by combining a verb and a noun. What we need to do here is we need to drop the ending en, which is an integral part of every infinitive in German, and we just combine it with noun. If you've ever been to a swimming pool here in Germany, then you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about das Schwimmbad. Okay, so you've got schwimmen, you drop the en ending, and you combine it with the noun das Bad. Okay, and you've got das Schwimmbad. Why das? Well, we know that it's a compound, and in every compound the last component decides about the grammatical gender. Okay, das Bad, das Schwimmbad, neuter noun. Another example is the bedroom in German, das Schlafzimmer. Again, the same principle, schlafen, right? Drop en plus das Zimmer, you've got das Schlafzimmer. Fourthly, we can build new nouns by adding an adjective and a noun. Groß plus die Stadt, we've got die Großstadt, the city. Klein plus die Stadt, we've got die Kleinstadt, a town, right, or the town. So an analogy would be, if you're from England, perhaps London is a city and Northampton is a town. Okay? A couple of exercises to consolidate your knowledge. Form nouns from the following words and add the article. So we've got how many nouns? 4. Brot, Zimmer, Stunde, Glas. 2 verbs, schlafen, sprechen. 2 adjectives, schwarz, grün, and 4 word formation patterns, yeah, to choose from in order to form new nouns. Okay, so grün plus Glas, we've got das Grünglas, yeah. For example, in last video I demonstrated, it was brown glass, and there is also a separate container for Grünglas. Okay, so we've got Weißglas, brown glass, and Grünglas, all combined, grammatically speaking or morphologically speaking, by means of combining an adjective and a noun, right? So das Grünglas. Then we've got schwarzen Brot, right? Schwarz plus Brot is das Schwarzbrot. Very typical, let's say, here in Bavaria at least. Schlafen plus Zimmer, das Schlafzimmer, okay. And sprechen plus Stunde, die Sprechstunde, the office hours. Another quick exercise. Form nouns from the following verbs and complete the sentences using the appropriate noun. Wandern, joggen, wohnen, zahlen. Nummer 1. Das im Wald ist gesund. Das Wandern, okay, so go hiking. Nummer 2. Das mit der Kreditkarte geht ganz einfach. So das Zahlen, right? It is as simple as to form nouns from verbs by capitalizing those verbs and using the definite article das in front of them, isn't it? Zahlen, das Zahlen. Nummer 3. Beim kann man nette Leute kennenlernen. Beim Joggen, right? Beim Joggen kann man nette Leute kennenlernen. 4. Das Wohnen in einer Großstadt ist oft teuer. Oh ja, that's definitely correct. Oh, I'm trying to wake up my sleepy brain because what we're going to be talking about right now is super important. So, if you love grammar as much as I do, then you might know that every verb has 5 properties. Number 1, person. We know that first person, second person, third person, right? Ich, du, er, sie, es. Number 2, number. Singular, plural, and I've just demonstrated singular, okay? Number 3, tense. Present, past, future tense. Number 4, voice. There is active voice and passive voice. We haven't used the passive voice yet. We've been using the active voice all the time. Yeah. And fifth or the fifth category is the mood. And this fifth category is of interest to us today. Okay. There are 3 moods to begin with. We've been using constantly the indicative mood, the normal one. We've also learned how to form or to build the imperative mood. You can refresh your knowledge in that video. Okay, mach bitte das Fenster auf. Just one example. And today we're going to be focusing on the third mood, the subjunctive, der Konjunktiv in German by means of würden plus infinitive, the easiest way of constructing the subjunctive mood in German. Okay? It is used very often in German. Why? Well, because you can use it to politely ask people for favors and also to express wishes which has a certain degree of possibility, right? Probability, likelihood, fantasy perhaps, okay? So in the intro to today's video I've demonstrated it already. I said, ich würde öfter Sport machen, aber ich habe keine Zeit. Okay, würde machen. Ich würde gerne nach China gehen. Aber ich habe keine Zeit. Ich würde mehr Obst essen. Ich würde mehr trainieren. Ich würde mehr an der frischen Luft sein. Okay? Würden plus infinitive. Obviously, you've got to conjugate würden depending on the personal pronoun. Okay? Ich würde, du würdest, er, sie, es würde. Okay? So the same with modal verbs, right? First person and third person are the same. Wir würden, ihr würdet, sie würden. Again, first person plural and third person plural are identical. Gorgeous news. One example is, ich würde am liebsten Gymnastik machen. Okay, so I would really like to do gymnastics. Example taken from the text, okay. And würdest du mich zum Bahnhof bringen? Would you take me to the station? Okay, so you can translate würden plus infinitive in English or into English with would plus infinitive, right? I'd like to do, would you take? Okay. Exercise number 1, write down what you would really like to do. Example, ich würde am liebsten ein Buch lesen. Nummer 1, in die Disco gehen. Ich würde am liebsten in die Disco gehen. 2, Ich würde am liebsten einen Kuchen backen und ihn auch anschließend essen. Nummer 3. Ich würde am liebsten die Zeitung lesen. Ich würde am liebsten ein Buch lesen. Nummer 4. Ich würde am liebsten ins Schwimmbad gehen. Ich würde am liebsten ins Fitnessstudio gehen. Last exercise for today, which has nothing to do with the subjunctive mood or what formation. Complete the sentences using the following reflexive verbs and reflexive pronouns. Little challenge, who is up for a challenge. Sich auskennen, sich treffen, sich entscheiden, sich gewöhnen, sich erkundigen. Oh, this is definitely R2, the verbs. They are really advanced ones. Nummer 1. Hast du, wohin du fahren möchtest? Hast du dich schon entschieden, wohin du fahren möchtest? Have you made up your mind yet? Where you'd like to go? Nummer 2. Sie erkundigen sich, wann der Zug fährt. So you've got to look into it, like start collecting information, okay? Nummer 3. Die Deutschen haben sich daran gewöhnt, Müll zu sortieren. Which you definitely know of or about if you've watched my last video. Nummer 4. Wir treffen uns um 6 Uhr am Bahnhof. Nummer 5. Kennen Sie sich in der Altstadt aus?